Where were you coming from, Brandy?
I was northbound on Middle Avenue.
Where were you coming from? You had
My daughter's
your daughter
preschool.
In the car?
My 5-year-old's in the car. Mm-hmm.
And what did you see when you came up to the towards the tracks?
I saw a car coming opposite direction that as soon as he got over the tracks, you knew he was going too fast. Lost control of the car. Swerved a couple of times and hit a tree and bounced off of it and hit a telephone pole. Split the car in half.
You ran up to some neighbors to try and get them to...
Yeah, to get somebody to call for help.
And did you go to try and help whoever was in the car?
No. You could tell by looking at him there was nothing you could do for him.
And you had kids in your car?
My 5-year-old daughter's in the back seat.
So had you been a little bit earlier up
If I'd have been
the
a
road?
little bit faster coming home, he'd have hit me. If I'd have taken the highway instead of taking the back roads.
Amy, you actually saw the debris flying into the air?
Yes, I looked out my window and saw debris flying down the road and saw her van trying to stop. And I immediately grabbed my shoes and my phone and started running for the door.
Who was it that called police?
I did.
911, do you need police, fire, ambulance?
I need everything. I'm over on Middle Avenue by Ambits, and there is a huge car accident, and there's somebody laying in the road.
Okay, on Middle Avenue?
Yes, right by Ambits, by a garage.
Okay.
You'll see the smoke. The person, there's no fire, but the car's in half, and there are people in the car. I need everything. Please hurry.
One car, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get him out there.
Please hurry as fast as you can.
Get off here so we can get him going.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Make sure nobody moves anybody.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Carlisle Fire Department.
I know one. Let me bring in life care real quick.
I have to call you back.
Life care EMS.
I know one.
Yes.
I have Carlisle on the line. I have a report of a single car MVA on Middle Avenue in front of the AMVETS.
Middle Avenue in front of the AMVETS?
Yes.
Okay, we'll be in or out.
Okay.
The caller did say that the car is cut in half, and there are people laying in the roadway.
Okay.
Okay, we'll be right there.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Medina Hydro Dispatcher Crow.
Hi, Lorraine County 911.
Yes.
Have reported a injury accident.
Injury accident? Okay.
It's going to be on Carlisle Township on Middle Avenue.
Okay, hang on here. 748.
Yeah, the North Roll from PD, ending with 56758.
Okay, so it's in Carlisle Township?
Yes.
Okay, and on what roads?
It's on Middle Avenue
Middle Avenue?
in front of the AMVETS.
In front of what?
The AMVETS post.
AMVET? Okay. Do we have a cross street?
It's going to be... Actually, there's railroad tracks right there, just south of the railroad tracks.
I know, but see, the CAD won't take railroad tracks.
Try Carl Drive.
Carl, okay.
Yeah.
All right, how many entries?
It was just one vehicle. She said it was cut in half, and there are people laying in the roadway and still in the car.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay?
All right, bye.
Thank you. Bye.
And how soon was anybody here to help?
It seemed like forever.
Did the paramedics arrive first, or the state trooper?
Fire truck.
I was trying to keep my head down. I mean, I went over to look to see what I could see, if anybody was breathing, and when I didn't, I thought I was going to pass out. It was so bad. By the time I got up over here and was calling 911, the car was still smoking, and it was just the smell of the engine was it's horrible.
And Brandy, if you had been a little closer, what do you think might have happened?
Oh, he'd have taken me out, too. And the daughter, and my dog in the back seat.
Was your daughter scared?
She didn't know what was going on just because she didn't hear it. She saw everything we drove by, and when I stopped the car and got out, she said, "Mommy, is that guy dead?" So,
and now
I get to go home and explain to a 5-year-old what happened.
State your name, please.
Lieutenant Glenn Peterson. We're currently investigating at least a double fatality that occurred on Middle Avenue, just north of the railroad tracks. I'm sorry, just south of the railroad tracks. Involved appears to be 3 people in the vehicle. 2 males in their late 20s were pronounced at the scene. They were deceased, and a female was transported from the scene to Metro Life flight up in Cleveland. At this time, it's under investigation. It appears to be that they came across the tracks, must have lost control, and then slid off the left side of the roadway, hitting the tree and the telephone poles. So, at this time, we're going to do some additional tests. We'll see if we can get a speed when my crash reconstructionist gets here, and we'll do some tests through the coroner's office for anything.
Was anyone wearing seatbelts?
Doesn't appear to be. The car is split into many pieces, so.
About how far an area with the debris? 150 feet, 250 feet?
Well, it's probably about 100, I guess. There's some tires and things in the trees up there, out in the bushes. So.
And there were 2 definite fatalities here that will come under my custody. None of the relatives have been notified yet, so we're not releasing any names of the victims at this time. Obviously, this vehicle was traveling south on this road at a fairly high rate of speed, I would estimate, by the looks of the damage, and they lost control for whatever reason. We're not really quite sure, and struck that large tree and then careened into that pole. That's about all we know at this time. There's obviously extensive damage to the vehicle, and both of the injured, the decedents will be examined. Pretty spectacular damage to this vehicle, and this is always a tragedy. These individuals are quite young, but we've had our share, as the trooper knows. We've had recent terrible accidents over in Grafton that were very devastating accidents. So this is what happens when people are going a little bit too fast, we believe, especially when there's railroad tracks or other changes in elevation of the roads that can send a vehicle off.